Life is a journey filled with both sunshine and storms. We all face challenges and triumphs along the way. True success, the kind that brings lasting joy and fulfillment, begins with a simple yet profound truth. God comes first. When we put God first in our lives, we unlock a wellspring of strength and wisdom that empowers us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Positive thinking is not just about wishful thinking or ignoring life's difficulties. It's about aligning our minds and hearts with God's truth and promises. It's about choosing to see ourselves and our circumstances through the lens of faith, knowing that with God, all things are possible. When we focus on the good, when we trust in God's plan, even when we don't fully understand it, we open ourselves up to a life overflowing with hope, purpose, and yes, even success. There will be moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. But even in those moments, we can hold fast to the knowledge that we are not alone. God is with us every step of the way, ready to guide, strengthen, and comfort us. For when we put God first, we unlock the extraordinary potential within us to live lives of true success and fulfillment. Imagine building a house on a shaky foundation. No matter how beautiful the design or how strong the materials, the house would be vulnerable to collapse, especially in a storm. The same is true of our lives. Without a strong foundation of faith, we are susceptible to crumbling under pressure. Prayer is the cornerstone of our faith, the lifeline that connects us to the source of all strength and wisdom. It's not about reciting empty words, but about cultivating a heartfelt conversation with our Creator. Through prayer, we express our gratitude, our worries, our hopes, and our dreams. We acknowledge our need for guidance and surrender our will to His perfect plan. Belief is the mortar that holds our faith together. It's about believing that He is good, that He is faithful, and that He has a plan for our lives, even when we can't see the whole picture. Faith without works is dead. We are called to be good stewards of what we have been given, to work hard, to be persistent, and to never give up on our dreams. A life is full of pressures. We face deadlines at work, financial burdens, relationship challenges, and unexpected setbacks. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to lose sight of our goals, and to succumb to the weight of it all. But what if I told you that there's a secret to navigating these pressures with grace and resilience? That secret is God's amazing grace. God's grace is not a free pass to avoid responsibility or hard work. It's about recognizing that we are not self-sufficient beings. We need God's help. We need His strength to face the unknown, His wisdom to make wise decisions, and His peace to calm our anxious hearts. When we rely on God's grace, we are empowered to face our challenges with courage and determination. We know that we are not alone in our struggles. We have a loving Father who walks beside us, providing the support we need to persevere. His grace is sufficient for us. His power is made perfect in our weakness. When we face our challenges with faith and determination, we emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than we ever thought possible. Imagine a farmer scattering seeds in a field. He carefully prepares the soil, plants the seeds, and waters them faithfully. But he knows that he cannot force the seeds to grow. He must trust in the natural process, in the sunshine and the rain, to nourish the seeds and bring forth a bountiful harvest. In the same way, our efforts are like the seeds we plant. We must do our part, working diligently and pursuing our goals with passion. But we must also recognize that we are not in control of the outcome. We must trust in God's timing, in His plan, and in His ability to bring about the best possible results. Let us plant the seeds of hard work, dedication, and integrity, trusting that God will bless our efforts and bring forth a harvest far beyond our wildest dreams. For with God, all things are possible. The harvest is a time of great joy and celebration for the farmer. It's the culmination of months of hard work, patience, and unwavering faith. In the same way, when we put God first in our lives, when we plant the seeds of faith, hard work, and integrity, we can be confident that a harvest of hope awaits us. It may not come when we expect it or in the form we anticipate, but it will come. The harvest of hope is not always about material possessions or worldly success. It's about the deep and abiding joy that comes from knowing God, from experiencing His love, and from living a life of purpose and meaning. For the harvest is plentiful, and the laborers are few. Life, as we all know, is not always smooth sailing. There will be storms. There will be moments when the winds howl, the rain beats down, and the very foundation of our lives feels shaken. It's in these moments that our faith is truly tested. It's easy to trust God when the sun is shining and the birds are singing, but what about when the storm clouds gather and the thunder roars? Can we still cling to our faith when we're surrounded by darkness and uncertainty? The answer, my friends, is a resounding yes. When we face the storms of life with God by our side, something remarkable happens. Our fears begin to subside, replaced by a quiet confidence that transcends our circumstances. We discover a strength we didn't know we possessed, a strength that comes from knowing that we are not alone in the storm. God is with you, and He will see you through. The world tells us that peace is found in the absence of storms, in a life free from challenges and difficulties. But that's simply not reality. True peace, the kind that surpasses all understanding, is not found in the absence of storms, but in the presence of God. Think about the disciples on the Sea of Galilee. A furious storm erupted, the waves crashed over their boat, and they were terrified. But Jesus, asleep in the stern, was undisturbed by the chaos. When the disciples woke him, he simply spoke to the storm, "Peace, be still," and there was a great calm. Finding peace in the storm is a choice. It's a choice to trust in God's love, His sovereignty, and His unwavering faithfulness, even when we don't understand what He's doing. Prayer is often described as a lifeline to God, a direct line of communication with the Creator of the universe. But it's so much more than that. Prayer is a powerful force that can move mountains, heal broken hearts, and transform lives. It's a sacred space where we can pour out our hearts to God, sharing our joys and burdens, our hopes and fears. When we pray, we acknowledge our dependence on God. We recognize that we are not self-sufficient beings, that we need His guidance, His strength, and His wisdom to navigate the complexities of life. Prayer is an act of humility, a surrender to the one who knows us better than we know ourselves. But prayer is not just about asking God for things. It's about cultivating a relationship with Him, a relationship built on trust, love, and intimacy. Never underestimate the power of prayer. Grace and works. It's a topic that has been debated and discussed for centuries. Some believe that we are saved by grace alone, while others believe that our actions play a vital role in our salvation. But what if I told you that it's not an either-or proposition, but a both-and? God's grace is a free gift, an undeserved act of love that sets us free from the penalty and power of sin. It's the foundation of our faith, the bedrock upon which we stand. But grace is not a passive concept. It's not a license to sit back and do nothing. In fact, true grace compels us to action. Working with God's grace is a partnership. Life is like a tapestry, woven together with threads of joy and sorrow, triumph and adversity. Each experience, both good and bad, contributes to the richness and complexity of our story. And when we view our lives through the lens of faith, we can see how God uses even the most difficult experiences to shape us, mold us, and draw us closer to Him. Think about the heroes of faith in the Bible: Abraham, Moses, David, Esther. They all faced incredible challenges, moments of doubt and fear, and seemingly insurmountable obstacles. But they chose to trust in God, to lean on His strength, and to persevere through adversity. And in the end, their lives became powerful testimonies to God's faithfulness and love. Let us embrace the tapestry of our lives with all its imperfections and complexities, knowing that God is the master weaver. Life is a journey, not a destination. It's a journey filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, moments of breathtaking beauty and moments of profound pain. But through it all, one thing remains constant: God's unwavering love for us. When we put God first in our lives, when we trust in His plan, and when we rely on His grace to see us through, we can embrace the journey with all its uncertainties and challenges. We can face the future with hope, knowing that we are not alone, that we are loved beyond measure, and that our lives have purpose and meaning. And let us never forget that when we put God first, everything else falls into place.